if you look at like the stats right now, if you look at how men and women meet, and you look how like they've met in the past versus how they meet right now, like it used to be people would meet through church, they would meet through school, they would meet through work, they would meet through friends, they would meet through, you know, whatever else. And then there is meet online. And since about year 2000, that has just shot straight up. That's the number one way that couples meet each other is online. And how do they do that? Well, like I said before, it used to be OkCupid. It used to be like, let's type in and have a dating profile kind of thing. And now it's swipe left or swipe right. So what does that do to a society? And it's going to fundamentally change how we view marriage going forward. Right now, our marriage rates are, I believe, I just saw this too. I was wrong about this. I actually thought it was like higher, but marriage rates right now are at 5.1 per 1,000 people in the United States. It's the lowest it has ever been since they started recording back in like the 1800s, right? Wow. And so that to me says there's something we're changing the way that we think about marriage. Mm-hmm. And how we go about it. So you start hearing things like poly, and you start hearing like, oh, equal partnerships. And, you know, when you look at how women are making more money than men these days, or there's more college enrollment, at least it's in the United States anyway, but in Western countries as well. Yeah. That is going to fundamentally change the dynamic or the ideal of marriage that we still have in our head from the 20th century. So that's why I say we're and I agree with Aaron here, is that we live in a post-marriage society, and we're still figuring out what we're going to do. I had Adam Sosnick ask me about that too. He says, well, where do we go? What are we going to do about all this? I go, I don't know, but we're figuring it out as we go along here, and we better come up with something as we move forward. Now, right. I hate this because like everybody say, well, what about delusional women and you know, their entitlements and marriage? It sounds like it's all bad news. It's not bad news. It's only bad news if you don't know how to leverage it. It's only bad news if you don't know what do you want out of your life? Most guys don't even ask themselves, like, where do I want to be? What do I want to have going forward? Do I want to get married? Do I want to have kids? I have a lot of guys who will say like, I want to have kids, but I don't want to get married because it's too dangerous, and I don't want to lose half my stuff, or I don't want to get wrapped up in that. And women, on the other hand, say, I can't find a guy who's economically attractive. I can't find anybody that I really want to get with because I have all these choices, and none of them are, I got, 100,000 cable channels to watch, and I don't care for any of them except for like one or two.